Gotcha. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, is that a cutty? That's a cutty. It's a cutty. Good morning, everyone. Skiddy Fishing here, and today I'm in the beautiful mountains of Utah, and I've been here for 3 minutes, and I can already hear elk bugles, which is awesome. This morning starts off in mid-July, and it is a whopping 40 degrees. I am freezing. I wish I wore a beanie, though I do expect it to warm up pretty quick when the sun comes up. But this is an interesting video. This is a rod collaboration video, and normally what I would do is fish with a rod through the video, and at the very end follow up with my impressions. Although I plan on doing that, we're going to talk about a few things right off the back. So this episode is all about the Seiyu Tenkara 33. I think it's called the Seiyu Therapy 33. And this is really, really interesting to me because most Tenkara companies are somewhat e-commerce, right? They develop these rods, they ship them all over the place. This is kind of that phenomenon, but it kind of grew into that phenomenon, if that makes sense. This is an evolutionary company. So essentially what's going on here is that there is a company, or there's a guy who owns this company named Tony Parmenter. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, Tony. But Tony combines mental health therapy with the art of Tenkara. Also, my basic understanding is this was a Kickstarter campaign to support the rod building and the manufacturing process. It was such a success that they built extra rods and now they're selling them. So I'm guessing there's limited supply on hand, but they do sell them as they have extras. And so far, I already have some decent expectations on this rod. It's a fixed length. It's just a little bit above 11 feet. And it's already giving me the vibes of some of Dragon Tail's more premium rods, like the Nirvana line. Just given the texture and the graphics, you know, of this carbon fiber bottom blank. And then the handle's really interesting as well because it combines cork and EVA foam. And so I just love it when a company does something different to stand out from everybody else. What's kind of cool is that most people prefer cork, so you do get that. But also cork gets damaged when you put your fly inside of it. And I guess so does EVA foam, but I do like that I can put my fly in the EVA foam at the top of this handle. Perhaps the only thing I don't like at first glance is how big this butt cap is, but that doesn't really affect the performance of the rod. So anyway, we're gonna get going on this and then we'll get talking about what I feel about the rod when we're done. Oh yeah, I did forget to tell you guys, I don't even know why I missed this. This is such a prominent feature, but this rod also has a built-in line winder, which I've never seen this before. And you know, sometimes I think that line winders are kind of an eyesore. That's why you never see them on my rods while I'm fishing. But these are pretty subtle. I like them. In fact, the whole concept seems so revolutionary to me, and it's ridiculously simple. So I don't know why this isn't more common, I guess, with rod manufacturers. But I don't know. Oh shit, I caught one right in front of me. Dang, dude, that was an accidental catch. Yep, there we go. Whew. Now that is the kind of fish I was looking for. Look at that. Okay, that is a lot more on par with what we've been looking for today. So now we just gotta grind a few more of those, I suppose. Got off to a late start today. It's like the last thing I wanted. Yep, gotcha. Yeah, dude. Yes. Oh, this makes up for it big time. Just like that. Oh, yes. Thank you, buddy. There you go. That is an admirable fish. So this rod is really complemented by typically trout of the 10 to 12 inch range. Still the 4th of July weekend, so there's a few hikers out today. I was really nervous that this got fished just before me. And it may have, honestly, I still don't know, but so far, trout seem opportunistic, which is good. Gotcha. I was gonna say, if I didn't catch a fish in that run, then somebody's definitely fished here. Don't run downstream on me. Nope. Nope. Yes. Whew. All right. That is more like it, guys. Right there. Boom. Thank you. I don't even know if you can hear me through the wind. Just let him go between my feet here while I was taking a picture of him, but that was an awesome fish. That was probably the biggest one today for sure. So let's talk about mental health and fishing real quick. So this is actually a true story. I was an alcoholic for a couple of years, just because of retail and work and society needs. And I just, I felt like I was trying to please the world and not myself. And then COVID happened, right? We were all cooped up and we were sick of being inside. And I just went out and went fishing one day, and it was like power bait, nothing super special, but that was like an evolutionary step of how I discovered Tenkara. And Tenkara has been the epitome of my favorite style of fishing and the cure to, being depressed and the alcoholism. It's been awesome. And so I do believe in fishing as a form of therapy. And to me, it's medicinal because I guess I'm a testimony of that to some degree. So I love it. I love fishing. It's a true addiction. The tug is the drug. And I think it's really cool what Seiyu's doing here. But I wanted to just stop and say that real quick because it's been such a grind today. And I've just been kind of like bummed, and I'm behind schedule. And I got to this creek and there's already people down at the parking lot. And I was just like, oh man, what a terrible start to today. And then as I started walking up and I caught that first brown, everything just started lifting up and just gets better and better and better. And I'm a firm believer, guys. So anyway, just want to chime some thoughts in there. But I go through my moments in life just like everybody else, but fishing is extremely therapeutic. This creek is perfect for an 11-foot plus rod. And they're just tearing this dry fly apart. I mean, it is like they like ripped hackle off, so the whole thing's starting to unravel itself just a little bit. Gotcha. And no matter, they love it. Nice, dude. So my hands were wet before I grabbed them. There we go.
I knew there would be a fish there. Gotcha. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, is that a cutty? That's a cutty. It's a cutty. Oh, dude, he's like in the run. Yeah, dude. Yes. Wow. That is the fish of the freaking day, guys. Oh, yes. I knew I could get one in here. Wow. Colorado River cutthroat, dude. And he gulped it nonetheless. All right, let's just get slightly upstream here. This guy is at the 6 and the 7, so 13-inch trout. And that is a gorgeous specimen, guys. That is a Colorado River cutthroat. Look at those slashes. See if he's ready to go. He's just gonna chill there. Ooh. What a beautiful day, guys. I really just couldn't be happier. Gotcha. Oh, he flew off. That was a weird hook set. Gotcha. Yeah, dude. Oh, damn. All right, get under that tree branch and come back up now. Ah, he broke off. All right, guys, well, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I finally got changed. I got on my shorts and everything, so now I'm just chilling by the banks, by the little river bank here. As you can see, we're still in a little bit of runoff conditions, but it's not bad. I think summer fishing is just about in full swing here, and should be pretty awesome for the rest of the year, in my humble opinion. So first off, this is a Seiyu Tenkara t-shirt. It's a little brook trout, and it's cool, man. You just buy it, and you know, they print it as you buy it through the little shop. So I'll include a link for that if you want to support Seiyu Therapy, and then, you know, just buy some merch and swag at the very least. But yeah, let's talk about the rod. I love it. It's amazing. I used a ton of different flies. I hope you guys can hear me through the wind. I tried to get under a tree here so it wouldn't be so turbulent, but I used a lot of different flies. I used flies that were too heavy for this rod, and I used flies that were just right. I'd say this is right in that weightless category. So right when I swapped to the Plan B spot, I started using Adams flies, and it casted them so beautifully, and I was getting hooked up immediately there. So that's awesome. Even with the flies that were a little bit too heavy for it, it roll casted a little bit better than some of the other rods that I was using on recent videos that you guys have seen. So really, I'm a big fan of this. I'm actually starting to kind of get rid of some Tenkara rods, and this is not one of them. I'm gonna hang on to this bad boy for quite some time. And I think it's a great quality. So whoever you source this from, Tony, I think it's awesome. Rumor has it there might be another rod coming out from Seiyu Therapy, but I cannot confirm for sure. Another thing that I really like about this rod actually was the little line winders. I don't use line winders on the rod, but they're built in, and normally I find them to be kind of an eyesore, but I think they're just fine. Perhaps the only thing I still don't like is just this kind of really thick butt cap that's kind of going on there. But otherwise, this rod performs so well. I had fish, as you guys saw, that were going down runs, and I couldn't even pull them out, and they were popping off and stuff. And I landed a few at the same time too. So zero complaints with how today went. As I kind of mentioned, I've gone through some mental stuff myself, just like many of us. You know, life is life sometimes. And it's just so amazing to, you know, get out and come to places like this, man. When I'm in pine tree country, I am on heaven on earth. And what better than to just, you know, think about mental health while fishing. I don't think I've really ever been that conscious while doing it. I mean, like most people, we just kind of go out and fish. But why do we fish? It makes us happy, right? So, you know, I had a target. I wanted to make a good video. I really wanted to show off this rod. It just wasn't happening for the first half of the video. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to roll with it because fishing is fishing. You know what? We just got to have fun with it at the end of the day. So the last thing I really want to mention is the sock for the Seiyu 33. It kind of brings the best of my two favorite styles. Tenkara Rod Co. uses neoprene, and this is a neoprene, but it also kind of has that dragon tail style where it doesn't have a zipper. It just kind of like folds over the rod. So yeah, probably the best rod sock out of every Tenkara company ever, in my humble opinion. So big fan of it. Obviously a sock doesn't make the rod fish better, but for a sub 12-foot rod, I love it, man. Whatever you're doing, Tony, man, keep doing it. And I would keep an eye out for some Kickstarter campaigns through his site and stuff, and just support this guy wherever you guys can. I think he's a really big part of this community, and he just seems like a real funny, genuine guy as well. I follow him on Facebook, and we've chatted quite a bit. So Tony, if you ever come out to Utah, hit me up, brother. I'd love to take you fishing, and we'll hang out and we'll fish your rod. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Obviously there were a lot of people out today. I don't even know if they're all going to make it into the video, but it's still the 4th of July weekend, so it just wasn't perfect for me. But you know, for having to combat other anglers and stuff, I think we fared pretty well. So anyway, appreciate the support and the subs. If you haven't already, please sub to the channel, and I really appreciate everything you guys do for Skiddy Fishing. We'll see you on the next adventure. Tie lines, everyone.